what do we have here over on X? Well, this aged well. When Tesla had its 2022 AI Day, a group of robotics experts and nerds mocked Tesla's efforts on a live thread led by CTWY. So Cynthia here, a robot evangelist, apparently something to do with Plus One Robotics, apparently idealistically ruthless, previously as COO at Who Cares. Now, by the way, I'm just going to say this, some people are going to get real mad. It is really embarrassing when you, in your Twitter bio, X bio, wherever, unless it's literally LinkedIn, which wants to know your professional history. If you have a bunch of qualifications, previous roles, accomplishments listed in your bio, it's embarrassing. A PhD in insecurity, a master's in low self-worth. Please stop doing this. If you're not currently unemployed and actively looking to be hired, or actively promoting current companies for which you work and or have founded, there's no excuse for having your past employers and roles and titles and 3 letters you've accomplished through academia in your X bio. It's just embarrassing. It's the same with these fucking content creators, like X million subscribers on here or this many views. Fuck off, okay? The only person who cares is you. And in your attempt to signal that you matter, you're actually signaling to people that you're extremely insecure. Stop. And of course, Cynthia, thanks for letting us know Cynthia is a they, them. Just as Cynthia critiqued Tesla's initial demonstration of the humanoid robot, I am critiquing... Oh, hi, it's me, Stephen, from the future. Editing. I just realized I committed a horrible hate crime against Cynthia by accidentally incorrectly referring to they, them as the H word. I feel horrible about this, and I think it's probably going to continue to occur throughout this video. Not intentionally, it's just old habits die hard. I'm used to Cynthia's being the S word and the H word. So, in order to get around this potential getting banned from YouTube for hate crimes, I'm going to record myself saying they, them, and every time in this video, in the original recording, when I accidentally committed a hate crime against Cynthia, I will replace my horrible hate crime with my recording of they, them's correct pronouns. Again, I do apologize to everybody for the potentially grating experience where you hear me copy and paste they, them, where appropriate. But I would prefer my YouTube channel not get permanently banned for crimes against humanity. They, them. Okay, so now I've got that, I can go and paste it throughout the video every time I committed this hate crime. I am critiquing they, them, X bio. Remember, Cynthia is ruthless, so I feel it's almost my right to be ruthless in response. Otherwise, I'd just let it be. You see, Plus One Robotics, listed in Cynthia's bio here, appears to be a company at which they, them, works. So, why the need to explain that previously I was the COO at Google? That's right, insecurity. Anyway, now that Tesla Optimus is about to enter productive work in factories, I thought it's a good time to check how well their expert predictions aged. Here they mocked the presentations, quote, as a grad student / TA, doing a class presentation for a bunch of undergrads. Feels very 101. So, here's a post from Cynthia, previously as COO at Google, with a picture from one of the slides during the presentation. This is coming off as a grad student / TA doing a class presentation for a bunch of undergrads. Feels very 101. 2. They mocked Tesla's choosing of 5 fingers when 2 finger pincers or vacuum cups, like what they, them, employer Plus One Robotics does, are better for warehouse duties. Could be, but let's see them use vacuum cups to operate power tools. Indeed. And I really feel like I'm picking on Cynthia, but I mean, it's all right. They, them. She's ruthless, so I can be ruthless too, right? I love that Tesla has decided to create a 5-fingered hand as opposed to a 2 or 3-fingered pincer. Or is that pincher? I don't even know. Or vacuum-based pick-and-place approach. There's a reason why all the warehouse startups don't use hand-like manipulation mechanisms. That's right. Hey, everybody. Hey, Elon. Hey, did you know that your company's doing it different and therefore it must be wrong? Like everything else you've ever done was different and therefore wrong? Hey, Elon, did you know that reusable rockets are a dumb idea? Don't you understand that everyone else uses expendable rockets? There's a reason everyone else uses expendable rockets, you idiot. They didn't get why Tesla favored a humanoid form when purpose-built shapes are better. A lot of talk about joints and actuators. I think Elon Musk seems to be enamored of the Boston Dynamics approach toward robots. Form over function. Now, to be fair, it was made very clear by Tesla during this presentation that they were developing a general purpose robot. So it should be self-evident. When they literally explained in the presentation, the world is designed for humans, therefore you want a humanoid form. Anyway, as opposed to what a lot of other folks are working on, function informs form. Oh man, such a narrow mind. Hey Tesla, don't you understand? Why would you make a generalized robot that could do literally everything instead of making a specialized design that can only do an extremely narrow range of tasks, you dumbasses? You're doing it wrong. Why are you doing it wrong instead of doing it like everyone else, Tesla? They said the battery won't last more than Boston Dynamics Stretch. Stretch weighs 1,300 kilograms. This is just an extremely low IQ take. Tesla themselves disclosed the mass of the humanoid robot, 73 kilograms, basically weighs as much as a slightly overweight woman or an underweight man, and also disclosed its power consumption, 100 watts sitting and 500 watts brisk walking. They give you everything you need to know to do some rough math on this in the presentation, but apparently Cynthia prefers to go based on them feelings than data. We can see that the Boston Dynamics Stretch robot, which it referred to, weighs 1,200 kilograms, about 16 times as much mass. Now, I'm not sure if physics or thinking is Cynthia's strong point, but what would I know? I wasn't a COO at Google. But here's a quick lesson in physics. The more massive an object, for example, an object that was like 15 plus times more massive, the more energy required to move said object. So in theory, an object that's more than an order of magnitude less massive is likely to require significantly less energy to operate. Meaning a comment like, I can't imagine it lasts much longer than Boston Dynamics Stretch is a little bit nonsensical unless, of course, Cynthia were to explain the gigantic battery in the Stretch, which was at least 15 times larger than that in the Tesla humanoid robot, or the energy consumption during operation. But anyway, like I said, what would I know? I'm not an ex-CEO of Google. They show disbelief of Tesla's claim that Optimus can operate in non-constrained environments, saying it is an unsolved problem and pointing to the leader in the field. The presenter mentions walking upstairs, not commonly found in warehouses, suggesting Optimus can navigate human-centric environments. I just feel so bad for poor Cynthia. Extremely constrained thinking. Why would you want it to be able to walk upstairs, Tesla? Isn't it just a robot for warehouses? Even though you said it's general purpose and... just doesn't get it. They mocked focus on actuators without realizing Tesla didn't need actuators. They needed powerful, efficient, yet low-cost, mass-producible actuators. Look, actuators are cool and all, but that's not the hardest part about creating useful robots. The new presenter is still talking about actuators. And again, connecting the dots here on X has made the point for me. The reason for the focus was, hey, there's actually nothing off the shelf that's going to be mass-producible, scalable, and low-cost. We're going to have to develop our own actuators. Actuators are really important in the context of a general-purpose, mass-producible humanoid robot. The AI part seems to be conspicuously missing from Tesla AI Day. Still more examples of how cool their actuators are. Man, Cynthia's so ruthless. They mocked walking, treating it as a party trick, without realizing how important it is for a do-anything factory bot. I guess this is how close-minded, nailed it, close-minded robot experts working on one-armed factory robots view humanoids. Felix, the robotics engineer, is talking about walking. Yes, walking can be hard. But are you launching features for the sake of features or actually solve problems? Fuck, dude. Oh, man, I tell you what. This is hard. I try my best not to be too ruthless, but them, once again fails to understand the point of a general-purpose humanoid robot. At no point did Tesla during their presentation say, this robot is designed exclusively to only ever work in factories. The whole point was that they were developing a generalized, general-purpose, mass-production, highly scalable, useful humanoid robot to work in situations that are boring, repetitive, and dangerous initially, and then beyond those situations as well. Talk about a closed mind. Oh, this could not have worked out better. Check this one out. None of this is cutting edge. Hire some PhDs. Remember earlier I was talking about ex-CEO in bio, putting that you have a PhD in your bio, a PhD in insecurity. Can you believe it?
Hey, Tesla, you need to hire some PhDs, okay? And also preferably some people that were ex-COOs at big tech companies who are so proud of that accomplishment that it's listed in the biography on X, okay? That's how you make a good humanoid robot. You need more 3 letters in your teams.
Jesus. By the way, there's nothing wrong with having a PhD. Sometimes they're actually useful, many, however, are not. But there definitely is something wrong with putting that in your bio, unless you're literally trying to be hired right now and you're trying to say far and wide, hey, look, I have the qualification necessary to get employed at wherever I am going. Even that, however, is a stretch. But this, I mean, you know what's better than a PhD? A PhD in results in the real world. Just saying. Now, look, I didn't want to single out Cynthia here necessarily, but Cynthia is an example of one of the many so-called experts working in the robotics industry who mocked, ridiculed, and laughed at Tesla's first humanoid robot prototype, The question is, who's laughing now? The story of Tesla's life. So-called experts mock, laugh, ridicule, point. It's not going to happen. That's a dumb idea. You're doing it wrong, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward a few years, Tesla embarrassing everybody. Fast forward a few more years, Tesla dominating. Now, please do not go and harass Cynthia, okay? I really mean that. Don't be a dick. They, them, UBI, COO has already self-immolated enough without you needing to add insult to injury. But the internet exists. You put something out into the interwebs. You yourself critique said thing and expect that it's likely to come back around. Very embarrassing here for COO. Of course, I am just kidding. The experts are always right, especially when they criticize Tesla. Even more so when Tesla has a new product, a new idea, or a different way of doing things, and immediately the experts weigh in. Hey, Tesla, you're doing it wrong. This will never work. Everyone else does it this way. Why would you do it a different way, Tesla? Don't you understand? That's the wrong way. You're not doing it right. Hey, Tesla, please, you need to hire more PhDs, maybe me included. Here's an update from the Optimus humanoid robot. Just over 2 years since Tesla first unveiled that they were working on a humanoid robot. It's gone from looking like an embarrassing student presentation, supposedly, to doing this. The thing, look, it's not quite hitting depth on the squat, probably get disqualified there. It's nailed locomotion, able to move itself, articulate. Tesla's now developed their own actuators and their hands, which unfortunately for Cynthia are not, in fact, suction cups. Look at the brilliant finesse, the dexterity of these things, and of course, the egg demo, which hilariously sent a lot of the Tesla Q trolls absolutely ballistic. Oh, this is fraud. There's a wire there. Oh, can't you understand? It's a fake video. They made it all up. Absolutely false. Now, that egg demo, by the way, mind-blowing progress again. It's just over 2 years since Tesla first unveiled that they were working on a humanoid robot. Do you guys remember V1, Bumblebee, unveiled September 2022? This was the very first cobbled together, okay, we have something that's kind of half working. Next minute, March 2023, Generation 1 of Optimus. And now we have Gen 2 Optimus. The rate of progress here from being mocked and ridiculed from people who obviously are much smarter than us because they all have PhDs and or are ex-COOs of Google. Therefore, their opinion counts and you should ignore everything we say. The progress, what are they saying now? Who's laughing now? Is anyone laughing now? And actually, that will be a great test. If they then, like Cynthia, come out and say, you know what? I'm impressed at the rate of progress. I was wrong. In fact, I now understand why Tesla had a humanoid form and why they had 5 fingers on their hands. Credit where it's due. I think what's more likely, however, to occur in most of these cases is next level cope. Well, it's going to be expensive to produce, and plus, who's going to buy these anyway? And they should be focused on making electric vehicles, and Elon has opinions, and the company's going to go bankrupt, and This seems to be the typical trend with people who are very, very, very anti-Tesla or Tesla products. At no point, very rarely does it happen, but at no point, generally speaking, do they go, you know what, I was wrong. They've absolutely killed it. I'm very impressed. I understand. The progress is faster than I expected. I made a mistake. I was wrong. I'm embarrassed. But hey, at least I live and learn and I'm willing to admit it. So I'm looking forward to seeing an update from Cynthia regarding the latest demo and whether or not she... Oh, hi, it's me, editing Stephen again. God damn it. I keep doing it. You know how much extra time I'm spending now because I keep saying the S word accidentally? Old habits really die hard. I'm looking forward to seeing an update from Cynthia regarding the latest demo and whether or not she... Them. It's willing to admit that them. Probably underestimated Tesla. Maybe in fact they didn't need to hire all those PhDs. And why, in a nutshell, you should never bet against Elon Musk. Want more content? Early access? Bunch of perks? Click the links in the pinned comment. AG1 has given me a massive, meaningful boost in energy, allowing me to do a lot more every day, including using my brain more and using my body more. I highly recommend you guys and girls check it out. It's an excellent way to fill in nutritional gaps. It's got 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, and whole food source nutrients, plus prebiotics and probiotics and digestive enzymes and adaptogens to help you deal with stress. Plus, if you click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR, you can get yourself a 1-year free supply of vitamin D3 and K2. But don't take my word for it. Here's what some of you guys and girls have to say. AG1 has changed my life. I was, as you described, treating myself like a circus, ate like trash, rarely exercised, used alcohol as a stress crutch, cannabis also. AG1 is what gave me the kick in the ass, got me back to the gym, motivated me to do more for myself, family, my business, etc. Keep doing what you do. Now, I know there's some skeptics, the same kind of people who think Elon Musk is a fraud, reading this going, what do you thought? There's no way that's possible, bro. It must be a placebo effect. Believe it or not, this is a recurring theme. If you give your body everything it needs to feel and perform its best, including having a lot more energy, you'll need ways to use that energy. For me personally, that includes more exercise, moving my body more social activity, and more cognitively demanding tasks, including producing a fuck ton of exclusive content over on Twitter and on Patreon, plus my daily YouTube uploads. The proof's in the pudding. On to another testimonial from a viewer of this channel. SMR, you asked me to provide feedback on AG1. Here it is. It has helped with mental acuity, stamina, and intestinal waste management. Can't read between the lines. Certainly helps with regularity and digestion. That's what the digestive enzymes are for. It has also dramatically reduced my cravings for sugar. You guys need to stop eating sugar. It's fucking poison. I'm 50, 5'9", and overweight, aka a fat motherfucker. I think that's a technical term for overweight, isn't it? Is it fat motherfucker or obese? I can't remember. I average 100 hours a week in the West Texas oil fields as a safety supervisor. Jesus Christ, dude. No wonder you're struggling to keep your weight under control. 100 hours a week. Brutal. It has helped me lose weight. It is not an appetite suppressant. It can help fat people suppress cravings, and motivation to be healthier is critical for changing your diet. Love you, brother. Again, this is a great point. It's something people really don't seem to grasp. If you have more energy, everything becomes easier. It's like turning on easy mode for life. A few years ago, before I was taking AG1, my health was trash. I was struggling to get through the day, had afternoon fatigue. The last thing I wanted to do was either use my brain or move my body. Didn't have the energy. Now, my biggest struggle every day is figuring out ways to use that energy. I'm exercising way more, doing a lot more with my friends and family, and of course, my work output has increased substantially. And you can fact check me. Check out the average length of my videos I was posting to YouTube 3 years ago. Need I say more? And one final testimonial. Love this one. Okay, here's the deal for me with this AG1 shit. I'm 41 years old and not the type to eat, drink, smoke, or sleep healthy, so I was skeptical. That being said, here's what I experienced. Day 1, meh. Day 2, afternoon fatigue was about 45 minutes late. Day 3, 0 afternoon fatigue. Day 4, 0 afternoon fatigue plus extra energy. Day 5, again, 0 afternoon fatigue plus energy, wondering, what the fuck, really? See, this is the thing, right? The results for many people are just almost too good to be true. This is the same experience I had. My afternoon fatigue just vanished out of nowhere. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Why am I not tired in the afternoons anymore? Surely, it's not that AG1, is it? Turns out it was. Day 6 and 7, same thing. Day 8, same thing. Plus, I had the want to get things done around the house that I normally would slack off and not get done. Again, the point, extra energy, you'll need to use it, you'll find ways to use it. Day 9, 10, and 11, and today is day 12. I fucking love it. So however you managed to get me to buy it, I'm so glad you did. Thank you so much, SMR. It really changed me so far. Guys, this shit really works. Just try it. By the way, this is the reason I continue to relentlessly promote AG1. A lot of people get real fucking mad in the comments. Oh my God, Snake Oil Salmon's sold out. Oh my God, he's a scammer. This is fraud. But constantly, I'm pretty sure everyone making these comments is also currently short Tesla stock. I'm not particularly concerned about people having a negative perception, those folks suffering from small brain syndrome, still living in my bum's basement syndrome, etc., writing mean comments, claiming AG1's a scam or it doesn't work. I mean, bro, when I get feedback like this is what keeps me going. Just try this stuff for a month, and if you don't get these results, get your money back. See, it's a literal no-brainer. It's an IQ test at this point in time. Testimonial after testimonial after testimonial like this. Get your money back if it doesn't work. Just try it for a month, and if it doesn't work, get your money back. Today's the day. It's finally time. Be like this guy who was a massive skeptic, but finally, after 1,000 promotions in a row, caved in, tried AG1, and has results like this. Head to drinkag1.com/SMR or click the link at the pinned comment, and please, let me know how you're feeling in a few weeks' time. Now, if you'll excuse me, time to put my extra energy to good use. I'll be recording some more exclusive content for Patreon and my Twitter subscribers. So click the links at the pinned comment. See you over on Twitter and or Patreon, and don't forget to grab your AG1. Love ya.